je vous aimerai. Ma foi, je ne sais pas. Peut-être jamais.
Savage.
Peut-être demain. Mais pas aujourd'hui. C'est certain.
What's up, everybody? It's me, Uncle 79, the Spiritual Savage. I am back with another message. I hope the lighting isn't too bad. I don't know. Sometimes it shows up a little different, yada, 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 blah, blah, whatever. But all praise is due to the Most High for waking us up this morning, for giving us the breath of life, for allowing us to be here with one another. I am truly grateful to be alive with you all. I would like to just first, again, thank to any new subscribers, current subscribers, and OGs. You know, I definitely, with you Savage Appleseed family members, thank you very much for your monthly contributions to this channel. I appreciate you. Giveaways are coming up again soon. But that's why you got to get your boy back in the algorithm. You feel me? But to all the hidden helpers that are out here still serving the collective, I definitely appreciate you. To law enforcement officers, the good ones, we appreciate you as well. To all of the light workers out there, all of my Soul Tribe family members that are here busting their asses. I've been watching y'all for the last 3 months. Y'all been doing your thing. Please continue to keep going, okay? And if you need to take a break, shit, take a break. I did. I mean, I ain't 111 on the clock as I said that, okay? I'm just basically telling you, you know, we're out here. We there's so many things going on in the world. We are needed. You're needed. And thank you. A lot of good people out here have gotten me through some very tough times over the last few years, actually. So we just got to keep doing what we do. Stepping out in these YouTube streets. You know, there's a lot of things I'm seeing, I have seen or whatever. And I just, you know, I stay in my lane unless I have to talk about it. But overall, I'm glad to be back here with you guys, okay? How is everyone doing? Based upon the energy that's going on, you know, we always talk about these shifts that occur, this, that, then third, yada, yada, yada. But there's always a shift occurring, especially for me. I know for a lot of you, there's always a shift occurring. There's always something going on, and that's to be expected. What I have learned, though, over the last few months anyway, there were times that I just, you know, I just wanted to give up on doing anything in this world, because the world just seems to be going in a very bad place. But that just keeps reminding me why we're here, why I'm here, why you're here. Every little bit counts. It really does. And sometimes we just have to be cognitive and mindful of that, you know, every little bit counts. And sometimes, yeah, life be lifing, and not even so much life be lifing. We have to, we get into a place where the enemy fucks with the best ones. I'm just saying. So if you're out there in your spirit being spiritually attacked, you got all these attacks going on, you got people fucking with you, you got people hating on you, it's because you're special. It's because you're special. It's because you're special. Then you're supposed to be here, and you're supposed to do good things in this world. So don't, you know, I have to tell myself that, I have to remind myself of that. And again, I'm a big proponent of, it doesn't take a perfect person to be a good person. It doesn't take a perfect person to do very good things in this world. So, you know, whatever your mistakes are in life, whatever you feel like your shortcomings are, your disappointments, things like that, don't beat yourself up too bad. Because listen, them karmics, they'll kick our asses harder than we can. Sometimes anyways, but they're just waiting on us to self-sabotage. But they're going to be the ones to go down. And I'm telling you now, based upon what I've seen, in my own, you know, stratosphere of life, things that have orbited around me or things that I've orbited around. Listen, karma's a bitch, a motherfucker. Okay, I know. Listen, I know some people are sitting around wishing they never fucked with me or never fucked with your ass, and some people, to be honest with you, they ain't even around to talk about it. And that's a sad deal. And so, you know, continue to be good to people. Continue to love on one another, love your family members, love your friends, people that you know, care about. Hell, even a stranger. Show love all the time. because that is exactly what gets me through my day, and I know it helps a ton of other people. So continue to be good people. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with being nice to a motherfucker. Ain't nothing wrong with saying hello to somebody when you walk past the street. There's nothing wrong with just giving somebody a hug. I'm not talking about a fucking stranger, but I'm just saying overall, there's nothing wrong with being a good person, okay? So, before I jump into some cards, I've been writing down my note cards. You guys know me. But thank you again for being here. I missed you guys. I'm like so full of joy right now. Just to be back. So I wrote this on, a couple of days ago. So I understand the importance of like illegal immigration and the war on cartels, because drugs are very bad for people, you know? They just are. You know, I've had my struggles in the past with drugs and alcohol. So I understand what it can do to people, but I also understand, I've seen how it has totally eliminated people. And the world of drugs is very kind of sketchy any damn way. You know, you got a lot of gang stalkers in that world anyways. And I understand the importance of it. You know, I used to kind of be one of those people that thought that, you know, people selling drugs was like a victimless crime. Nobody gets hurt, but no, they really do. Especially with the fentanyl epidemic, a lot of people lose their lives every single day. Because of these, you know, the fentanyl crisis. So I understand, my knowledge of it is very kind of, I'm not going to say extensive, but my knowledge of how it all, the whole operations of it all, I know what it is. We have a lot of fentanyl and other kind of drugs being brought into this country from a lot of different places. And the really kind of crazy part about it all is that it's all dangerous at this point. You really got to really be careful. If you are someone out there who, you know, likes to use drugs or is struggling with addiction, just be careful, because you might not come back, you know? And so I understand the importance of illegal immigration and how that plays a part in all that. But we put a lot of money, energy, and effort into... Oh, Lord Jesus. Hold on, y'all. The door's up and the dogs are barking. All right. They had to go outside. So anyway, yeah, we spend a lot of time, energy, and effort and money into this illegal immigration campaign or effort that this administration is invested its time in. This is what he promised, and this is what people wanted. It's a sad state of affairs, because I do get it, and I understand the issues that can come with illegal immigration. You know, personally, I feel like if somebody makes it here and if they want to contribute to society, they want to be good people, they just want to earn a living, they ain't hurt nobody. Leave people alone, you know. But then again, not my choice, not my decision, right? But wouldn't it make more sense to take all that money, time, energy, and effort into tackling like the homeless crisis in this country, the food insecurity in this country? How about using all these ICE agents to go after pedophiles? That would probably help us out a lot, huh? I think it would. But you know, I'm not in charge. I feel like, you know, there's probably about 20 to 30 of us out there that are watching this video right now that could do a really, really good job of making sure that things were done the right way. But everybody can't be made happy in these situations. You know, regardless of the political aspect of it, or where people sit across the aisle from each other, Republican, Democrat, Independent, whatever anybody chooses to do, it always just seems like there is a very big, I don't want to say divide, but there seems to be a lack of awareness of the fact that we are all human. You know, no matter if you're white, you're black, you're gay, you're straight, you are from a different country, you live way across the globe, whether you're rich or poor, we all require the same things: food, shelter, love, respect, opportunities. You know, we all deserve those things. But there are still people in this world that don't think like that. They don't feel like that. They don't feel like certain people deserve certain things. Or they shouldn't, you know, they should get it before others do. And so we do live in this world. You know, I keep wondering how in the hell are we selling land and all these resources when none of it belonged to us to begin with? Or does it belong to us? Did God put these things here? The Most High God, anyways, create this earth, create this world for us to thrive and flourish? Of course. But for people to just take ownership over land, what people's rights, to me, it's all kind of building up into this really kind of, what I see coming is the Hunger Games. I've been telling y'all motherfuckers about this shit for a minute, okay? It's about to be like that. Maybe not next year, maybe not the year after that, but anticipate on the fact that there's about to be some hard times that are going to hit this planet. And the only way that we're going to get through that is if we all stick together. Truly. And so at a certain point, you know, these people that think that people like me or people like you that don't deserve the same benefits and rights in this country as they do, they'll soon see as well. Because best believe we're already seeing how how they're fucking with these illegal immigrants. Because let's face it, Mexicans were in this country long before white folks were. I'm just saying. So we got to really kind of put things into perspective. But these illegal immigrants, so what's happening to these farmers now? You see, but it's not even just a FIFO moment for these farmers that voted for that shit. It's about how prices of food are going to go up, or hell, even the lack of their produce, which is one of the main things we should all be eating besides meat. These migrant farmers, they're not there. They're scared to go to work, or they're getting arrested when they go to work. I'm just saying. But so I feel like at this time, regardless of what your political affiliation is, at this time, I really kind of feel like we need to be pushing more towards a humanitarian kind of message, because it's all going to come down to the haves and the have-nots. Hunger Games kind of energy. And pretty soon, people that are thinking that they're sitting high in the hog and that they're safe, their family is safe, they make money two-parent household with two different incomes, they finna be poor as shit too. They're not going to be able to afford all that stuff. Not with these tariffs, not with this, not with all this money that's being spent on illegal immigration. When we turn around, we should be taking care of homeless people. We should be making sure that the people in this country are safe, are healthy, have good education. That was just a thought of mine. Put that in the chat, put that in the comments down below. Would it really be that hard for Congress to draft a bill that says for the next 1 to 2 years, we're going to put an initiative there to make sure that people, confirmation, that's what they need to do. Hold on. All right, my bad. Thank you for patiently kind of waiting, but not really. It's currently 11:52 a.m. on September 8th, 2025. But back to what I was saying, though. Is it that hard? I don't know anything about legislation. I don't know anything about drafting bills and things like that. But is it really that hard for Congress to, put something like that into effect? Because you see how fast they provide funding for wars. I mean, if we really took a look at the homeless crisis here, I'm pretty sure it would be expensive to house everybody. But if not everybody, but people that really kind of wanted the help or needed the help, would it really be that? I mean, wouldn't that be a good investment? You know? Thoughts of a starseed. Anyway. So, I hope everybody's doing well today. I hope everybody is safe and sound. I hope everybody is doing well. Okay? So let's see what we got going on here. Archangel Michael, please clear out and protect the energy for this reading so I give a clear, concise message to the collective. I would like to ask that all evil eyes go blind and all ear hustling demons go deaf. Okay, we already did a return to sender today, so we don't need to do that again. Let me move this out the way. All right. Y'all, I'm so happy to be back with y'all. It took a little bit of time though, and you guys, or if you don't know, I'm really I'm a private person, but I like my, when I do this, I like to be able to just like nobody else around me, my nieces and nephews and stuff. It's been great to be around them. And so just kind of keep it separate. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate everybody coming back in and dealing with me, but something told me to grab my crime cards here. So let's see what we're talking about. I've really kind of been picking up lately too. Well, hell, everything I've been talking about for the last couple of years is happening now. I told y'all. Hold on, y'all. All right, so we are back here with a message. Hold on, y'all, because you already know. All right, I'm your Uncle 79, the Spiritual Savage. It's your first time here. Thank you for showing up. If you are a returning subscriber, I appreciate you. Okay, so we're just getting back in the loop. This loop, y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all, this loop be kind of, man, I'm trying to tell you, it's not a very easy kind of thing. You know, people, well, maybe for some people, but I was talking to my niece about it when we do messages and we do readings and stuff like that. It takes a lot of energy to do this. I don't want to say do this, but you know, it does take a lot. Hell, sometimes we be tired. You know, all that energy, especially if you're an empath and you be feeling everything in the world. But no, so I'm gonna just jump right into a reading here. But I was just watching. You know, man, we live in such a really kind of up world, man. So, you know, I be watching the news headlines and stuff like that to see what's going on in the world or whatever. And I'm like, okay, so the appeals court upheld this $83 million lawsuit that E. Jean Carroll had against your President Trump. I guess now the DOJ is going to handle it. But wasn't he a private citizen? You know, that's all. That's the only thing I keep thinking about. You know, it's disgusting to me that somebody would use all this power to go after people. But what do people really do? I mean, I would say probably 5 out of 10 people would do the exact same thing. But it's a very kind of strange thing that we are in, because if we're going to talk about it, let's talk about it. I'm not going to say that. Do I believe that President Trump is a pedophile? I do not. No, I don't. I don't think he's a pedophile. I think that he knew of Jeffrey Epstein's what he was doing. Oh yeah, I definitely believe he did. And but I guess in a sense, if he knew what, no, it's not that if he knew what he was doing, but if he you know, because there were some women that were working at Mar-a-Lago that went to go do, you don't think Trump knew that? Come on now, they was best friends. And no, we don't know everything that our best friends do. Hell, most of us don't even know shit that our lovers are doing. The people that we sleep in the bed with every night, sleeping next to the enemy or whatever. Most of us don't even know that. But you know, when you got all these people, to me, it's just, I get so frustrated because you see all these people getting away with stuff that none of us could ever get away with for an extended period of time. And so it's very frustrating because they want to always hold everybody else accountable to the fullest extent of the law, especially if you're somebody from a marginalized community. And yet none of these motherfuckers ever get, there's no jail time. There's no jail time. There's no repercussions. But the one thing that we all need to know in this spiritual community is that what goes around comes around at some point. And they may not get it this life, but they'll get it. That's the whole point about karma. It shows up for you. Well, and really our journeys are really all about karma anyways, clearing out that karmic debt, creating good karma here. But something told me to grab my crime deck, so that's what I grabbed. See what comes out. All right, hit the like button for me. I love you. Fucking scabs. These people, I sit around and I watch all this shit that goes on, and I'm just kind of like, it's not for, well, I don't, because listen, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a senator, I'm not a mayor, I'm not involved in any of that, you know. But to me, it just wouldn't seem that hard to stop all this bad, horrible shit from going on in this country. We can't stop it all, but we are really spending a lot of time, energy, and effort into all these other things when we really need to be trying to make our country a better place. So guess what happens when all the illegal immigrants are gone? We're all gonna be broke and poor, and guess what they're gonna do to us? Try to deport our asses to somewhere as well. Poor Kilmar Brago Garcia. One second. Kids will be kids. All right, let's get into this reading, y'all. Thank you all for tapping in with me. Y'all know how I look at stuff, so let's see. We're going to use this crime deck here and see what we are tapping into as far as true crime is involved. Now, of course there's crime going on. There's always crime going on. The good thing, though, that for a lot of us out here, we got a male. All right. We're talking about a man. The good thing about it is, though, regardless if a lot of us know it or not, yeah, these people getting their shit, bitch. Let's see. Intuition. You could be the male with this intuition. You could be feeling something about a male. We could be talking about a male that's psychic. See what else we got. Let's get one more out here. Or a male knows something is about to occur. Listen, somebody trying to clean some shit up. They know something's coming and they're trying to clean it up. Let's see what this bastard did, okay? Make sure you hit the like button, share, subscribe, comment in the chat, comment down below. I'm your Uncle 79, the Spiritual Savage. I appreciate you all being here with me today. Oh, he knows it too. Let's not draw this out. Let's see what he's trying to clean up here, okay? Listen, 9 of Staffs, scared, on the defensive, trying to figure something out before it happens. Somebody's on the defensive right now. A spirit told me to grab a location card here. That's what I heard. All right. Let's see. Where is this person possibly be located at? Give us a significant. If it's not a where he's located at, but something that's going to ring a bell here. Okay. Nope. Better not be Detroit. Better not Michigan. Better not pop out here. New Jersey. Somebody could also be German. Or has something to do with Germany, but New Jersey popped out. So somewhere on the East Coast, okay? There's somebody here trying to clean up something. They know something's coming. A man knows something is coming. Tell me more here. Now the swords in the reverse. Let's get one more. Three of coins. They're working with somebody. They're planning on hurting someone. With the Knight of Swords in the reverse, that's violent energy. That's somebody that wants to hurt somebody. Somebody trying to fuck somebody up. They're trying to clean something up because they know something's about to happen. They probably know their ass is finna get caught. So this person right now is very, very defensive, very paranoid. This paranoia is driving them to, with the Knight of Swords here, to be erratic or violent even, of course, with the Knight of Swords here. That's an action taking. And, you know, in the upright, the Knight of Swords always kind of reminds me of somebody that's protecting themselves. But the Knight of Swords in the reverse tells me that somebody's going to hurt someone, okay? So we got the Three of Coins here. They're working with somebody. It's in the reverse. Tell me who this person is working with here. Seven of Coins, plans. I'm not going to take that Ace of Cups. Could be a water sign, though. They have a plan. They're coming up with a plan here. This man and someone else. Tell me more. Seven of Coins, Three of Coins. Thank you, Spirit. An Aries. An Aries or a Gemini. With the Fool out here. Double that, Gemini. Somebody's a Gemini. Yep. Eight of Staffs right there. And they're very angry about something, or they're scared. Or this person could just be helping them with the Magician out here that talks about orchestration. The Fool can also talk about taking a leap of faith. But I feel like whoever this person is, the Fool tells me about somebody that could possibly, there's a level of innocence there. So somebody could be younger. Could be a Sagittarius here. Clarify. Temperance in the reverse. Yep, the devil. Yep, they're paying this person to do this. I'm telling you, because we got the 9 of coins right here as well. So whoever this person is working with, they're paying this person to help them clean up something. I'm telling you now, 7 of swords in the reverse. These bitches is finna meet a horrible ending, and they're gonna get caught being sneaky bitches or men or whatever the fuck. You know, bitch is interchangeable. For those of y'all that don't know, okay. They're gonna get caught. 10 of swords. Plan's not going to work out, whatever they're doing. And sometimes their plans don't work out because we expose them. We got the sun here, as I said, exposed, confirmation, bitch. Their plan is going to be exposed. Okay, and they're going to be stopped. Dead in their tracks. So we got Cancer, we got Sagittarius, we got Gemini out here. Take it as it resonates. We got Leo out here as well. Take the signs as they resonate. Doesn't have to be anything. And again, these people are a part of this dark principality or a group of dumbass people doing the same dumbass shit, some type of secret society kind of organization, I'm sure. Yeah. Sneaky motherfuckers, 5 of swords. I'm telling you, they're trying to pull this off. They're trying to make sure this happens. They could be trying to get over on the justice system, or somebody could be using the justice system. Somebody could work in justice. We got the Hierophant out here as well, okay? Whose name is Alvin? Alvin, Simon, Theodore, those are the Chipmunks. Dave could be a very significant name, or there could be there could be 3 brothers. Because I heard Alvin. Alvin, you know how Dave used to yell that to the Chipmunks. But then we do have the 3 of coins here as well, so that does talk about multi-party kind of thing here. Let me grab my other deck real quick and see if we can get some signifying information out here. I'll be right back, all right? All right, so let's see. I got to fix this microphone too because I cannot hear the cards shuffling or hitting the table, which might not be a bad thing. I think the noise canceling is on for whatever reason. It usually doesn't happen like that. We'll be using the Mystical Forest tarot cards here. Let's see if we can see who's involved here. And I guess we got to see what they did, huh? Shit, who's this? High Priestess in the reverse. Secrets about to come out about what these people have done. Could also be talking about an Aquarius or a Pisces that's involved. But a lot of this is about they're about to be caught. Okay, this person knows there's a secret about to come out about something that they've done illegally. Maybe I'll get another crime card out here. But before we do that, let's see if we can figure out who is involved here. Spirit, can you please tell us who's involved? Holy Spirit, can you please tell us who's involved, okay? Holy Spirit, who's involved? The name Andre could be significant too, or Dre. We got 3 out here. We got the 6 of Wands, the Star in the reverse, 3 of Wands. And they're under judgment. Bam. So we definitely have an Aquarius that's involved. An Aquarius is involved. These are brothers, or they're related, okay? Now with the wands out here, fire sign energy, not really getting that here. Let's see, Judgment, Knight of Wands, 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. They're definitely family. So we got a fire sign masculine energy. Somebody younger, as I said earlier. Hello. Let's see what else we got. They're related though, I'm telling you. Who else is involved? The name Angela is significant as well. We got 3 more cards that came out. We got the 3 of Pentacles working together again. 3 of Coins. I'm telling you. And then we got the King of Cups here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, masculine energy. This could be the older one because the King of Cups is somebody more for Pentacles. Give me one more here. The 2 of Wands to the full. Again, they're about to take this leap of faith. They're about to follow through with this plan. So it doesn't have to be 3, but I'm picking up because I picked up on the Chipmunks. So we could be talking about triplets. Doesn't really have to be. It could be 3 brothers that look alike. They're about to take this leap of faith with this, again, with the 7 of Pentacles, with this fucking plan that they have a horrible plan. They got some type of plan here. I'm seeing 3 men, okay? Brothers, especially with the Alvin and the Chipmunks reference. The name Alvin, Simon, or Theodore could be significant. Theodore is what I'm really kind of hearing. But there's definitely an older man, an older brother, maybe with 2 younger brothers. Or if we're talking about triplets, this is the one that came out first. But they have this plan to clean up something because they know something is coming here. So how are we going to handle the rest of this reading, family? Let's see if we can see what they did with the crime cards, right? Let's see what comes out here, all right? And then we'll use the what's going on around you cards. Yep, telling you, legal proceedings and money. So what does that mean? I mean, we could really try to narrow it down to like money laundering, some type of fraud, some type of money laundering. They have something coming up here. But I kind of feel like what we're picking up on here is that they're going to try to clean something up by hurting somebody here. So let's see if we can figure out who is they going to try to hurt in this motherfucker. Jersey is significant here. California is significant. What I just heard. Let's get another location card out here. I just heard California. Illinois is significant as well. New Jersey, Illinois. Let's get one more. Milwaukee significant as well. South Dakota significant, okay? Oh, I just got God bumps again. These are, so you know how Mount Rushmore has the presidents next to each other? These dudes are, with the Hierophant out here, could be a part of a sorority. That could be significant, but a fraternity, some type of brotherhood. These people are brothers, or they consider themselves brothers, or they're actually related. There's something very kind of presidential in a sense of like maybe the kind of power somebody has, or they feel like they are in control like that. What I've been noticing too, though, with the readings that I've done, see, I don't really feel like I tap into like celebrity kind of things, but I'm seeing a lot of what I've pulled in my cards coming out for these celebrities lately, and I'm like, damn, is that who I was talking about? Quite possibly so. So we have these legal proceedings out here. Who are they going to try to hurt, though? Tell me more. Who's in danger? Molly, you in danger, girl. Whoopi Goldberg on Ghost. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. There's something here about a loss. A loss. Their money. Let me get another card, please. Six of Swords in the reverse. Eight of Swords. Somebody's looking at going to jail. Six of Swords in the reverse. Eight of Swords in the upright. Nine of Pentacles. To me, that talks about loss. It could also talk about somebody could be being held without bail, or there's a risk of that, or somebody quite at this point in time currently is being held without bail. They can't afford to get out of jail. With the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, somebody doesn't have anything, or there's a risk of something here. There could actually be somebody behind bars as we speak, because only 2 people showed up right now that are a part of this Three of Coins that are maybe trying to hurt somebody. They could be trying to hurt somebody behind bars. They could be trying to hurt somebody outside of bars. Somebody's locked up right now and they can't afford to get out. Money, legal proceedings, that makes sense. Give me another card, please, for this Eight of Swords, Six of Swords, Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Who's behind bars at this time, or who's not going to be able to afford getting out of jail? Page of Pentacles. Okay. Somebody's afraid. With the Moon here to the Page of Pentacles. Give me one more card. Page of Pentacles talks about not having the money, or it could be somebody younger. Again, like I said, I picked up on that very early on here. Somebody could be about to tell a secret here from behind bars to get themselves out of trouble, and they're trying to clean that shit up. Listen, Four of Swords, somebody's very, very anxious. I'm picking up on a brother. Yeah. These people have been involved in some type of illegal activity. It's this man. King of Cups is somebody very intuitive. This will be the intuitive one, the older one, the more mature one. Like I said, I told you guys from the very, my nose is itching. Something from the very beginning here. The name Julius or Julian could be significant. Jojo, Juju, Julian, Julius. Something like that. Let me see. Tell me more, Holy Spirit, please. See what's coming out. Can I get some cards, please? A couple of them. Jealousy. Jealous. Tell me more, please. The last name Williams is significant, or the name William is significant. I just heard. Somebody's behind bars about to snitch. Behind bars they are. They're trying to take care of this person behind bars before they snitch. Is that what I'm hearing? Beach. Somebody lives near a beach. Bad. Bad. Jealous. Bad beach. Bad beach. And the cards go blank. Somebody is... There's some type of jealousy that's involved here, but it could also... Two more. Jealous, bad beach. There we go. Thank you. Ace of Cups again. All right, so we're definitely talking about a water sign, a fire sign, and two water signs and a fire sign. That's what I'm picking up on. We got the Seven of Swords in the reverse yet again with this King of Pentacles. That Page of Pentacles behind bars. We could be talking about an earth sign, or we could be talking about somebody that can't afford to get out of jail. King of Pentacles talks about having money, having stability. Listen, Three of Swords, about to backstab somebody. What's this? The Devil. Anger, jealousy, contracts. Again, with this Queen of Pentacles right here as well, somebody can't afford to get out of jail. Somebody doesn't have the money. There's something here about finances, though. We saw this money in legal proceedings. Somebody here is about to talk with the High Priestess here, because this also came out at the very top as well. Somebody's planning on hurting somebody. If this person is not behind bars, they're looking at going behind bars, or they're being detained at this time, or they will be detained again with the Ace of Pentacles here. Somebody's struggling here financially to maybe get themselves out of some type of legal problem. So we have an older, if they're not biological brothers, they're brothers. You know, they're bros. We do have the Hierophant in reverse, which means, again, the same dumbass people doing the same dumbass shit. These people could belong to some type of organization. They could belong to some type of fraternity, some type of brotherhood, secret society, yada, yada, yada. You know what we do, okay? They could belong, something like that. Or a gang, something like that. They're trying to figure out a way to hurt this person so that this person does not talk, because we have the High Priestess. So somebody's about to tell some secrets here. And if this person is not already behind bars, they will be arrested or they will be detained, is what I'm picking up on here, okay? Bless you. I think that's it, huh? Whatever's happening is not going to work, though. I'm not really picking up that. So this because we saw the Seven of Pentacles out here twice. This is their plan. They have a plan. So I'm telling you that there's a water sign or a mature masculine energy picking up water sign. Intuitively knows that somebody's probably going to tell. They need to take care of this problem. And that's what's in the cards for this reading. Remember, you guys, it's not my problem. It's not my job to figure it all out. This is just messages for people to use their own discernment. Hope this message helps somebody. Hope this confirms something for somebody out there. But they are planning on hurting this younger person. This person is younger, though, like the younger one out of the three. If there's not more, but just the Alvin, Simon, Theodore. Theodore is what I keep hearing. That's very significant, all right? So in the meantime, in between time, I'm your Uncle 79, the Spiritual Savage. Remember, you grow, I grow, I grow, you grow, we grow together. There's always love and light around this bitch. There's always take it easy. I love you. To the moon and back. Deuces.